Hello everyone, welcome back to Operation Persian Freedom campaign for the A-10C II in DCS world, and welcome to Mission 5, the Battle of Qeshm. And in this one, as the name implies, we are going to attack Qeshm, a large island just to the south of the Iranian coastline that we need to secure in order to move on to the Iranian mainland. For this, there is a huge operation underway with airborne and marine divisions going in, and a staggeringly huge amount of air support for the invasion, and we are being tasked with supporting that air support. So we're going to join a load of other planes of various types, all gathering in a marshaled stack just south of the island, and then we're just going to wait for a call to see what we are being tasked with. The island's divided into various sectors for easier communication, with the overall objective to capture the main airfield and then capture the main city in the east of the island. So let's jump in and see how it all went.
Sounds like the Navy saw a lot of action yesterday.
You talking about the swarm bait tactics?
Yeah, what was it in the end, boss? 3 different attacks?
Yeah, one all the Ruben James was attacked, and then both USS Anzio and Ford had defended missile attacks. This is the asymmetric warfare that the IRGC has been working on. They can't compete with us conventionally, but they can sure still make things difficult for us.
This war's barely begun, and already we're seeing the attacks in the UAE and last night's attacks. Makes me wonder what else is in store for us.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be in demand.
Lead, can we review the air support plan one more time?
Okay, Steve, what do you want to know?
First time I've done this on such a large-scale US-led op. What can I expect?
Sure, Steve, maybe you should have asked this whilst we were on the ground. Anyway, we'll be stacked up south of Qeshm. Overlord will assign us an altitude block in advance. We must maintain this level to ensure deconfliction. We'll hold in the stack until Whiplash calls us for tasking, then we'll exit the stack maintaining our altitude until clear. Whiplash will direct us to the sector we're needed in and provide us with a JTAC frequency. Contact the JTAC and they will use the maps we've all been issued to provide you the specific area you're needed. From then on, we'll follow the JTAC instructions.
Okay, thank you, sir. What do we know about the operation to take the airport?
The 82nd will be assaulting Wahid whilst we're on station. They'll have an initial escort in from the mud hens, but they won't be able to loiter.
Should be quite a sight.
The airport appears lightly defended and should be easy to take. However, the concern is the Iranian forces counterattacking from positions across the island. 82nd are throwing up blocking positions on the roads. It's likely that this is where the support will be needed. We are expecting to see Iranian armor make an appearance.
Briefing said the Marines were already fighting on the east of the island. What do we know about the battle?
Not much at the moment. Sounds like they landed and took objective Charlie and are now fighting towards Bravo. It's urban warfare though. I have no doubt it'll be hard going.
A lot of risk of collateral damage as well, then.
Very much. Expect tight control by the JTACs in this sector. Pay close attention to your map on this one. The planning cell will work with the JTACs in advance and designate all the major roads in town. Expect to use these in reference to your targets.
So, we're supporting the 82nd Airborne today?
Yeah, Steve, those guys are tough. I've supported them in the past. They have a habit of getting into some pretty big fights.
Like an OAF.
Yeah, the battle is somewhat.
Well, let's not
It's good. Don't tell him I said that, Steve.
Okay, copy that, Mono. Don't give the Navy any credit.
Foxtrot Alpha. Okay, listen up, Flight. The fight gets more difficult from today. We're gonna see troops in contact for the first time and possibly in urban environments as well. Not to mention threats to deal with in the ground and airspace. But this is what we trade for. Work with the JTAG, follow the instructions and ROEs, and stay alert. Okay, let's push to Overlord. Overlord, this is Gunman 1-1 inbound with Gunman 2-1, approaching waypoint 3.
Copy Gunman 1-1. Fly heading to Marshall and hold in a right-hand orbit. Gunman 1-1, please hold at Angel 12. Gunman 2-1, hold at Angels 11.
Warning, autopilot.
Copy, Overlord. Marshall, right-hand orbit, Angels 12. Gunman 1-1.
Overlord, Gunman 2-1 copies flight to Marshall, right-hand orbit, Angels 11.
Man, it's busy up here today.
Warning, autopilot.
Yeah, it's a lot more congested than I expected. It's gonna be a bigger threat from collisions and ground fire looking at this. Okay, Gunman, focus now. Keep your eyes open and head on a swivel. Watch your angels. Whiplash, whiplash. Gunman 1-1, Gunman 2-1, checking in on station at Marshall. Ready for tasking, load on as fragged.
Copy, Gunman. Hold position and monitor this frequency. I'll contact you when needed. Whiplash out.
And after holding for quite a while, just in the Marshall stack, just in autopilot orbit there, while waiting, other planes were sent off to various other taskings, but eventually it is our turn.
Gunman 2-1, whiplash. Whiplash, Gunman 2-1. Gunman 2-1, new tasking. Sector 3, push to JTAG, range 1 on 52.5. Copy, whiplash, sector 3. Contacting Ranger 1 on 52.5. Ranger 1, this is Gunman 2-1. 2 times A-10, GBU 12, AGM 65, CBU 97, guns, targeting pod. Gunman 2-1, Ranger 1, troops in contact, sector 3, position Bravo, request urgent support. Understood, Ranger 1. We're 5 minutes out. What's the situation down there? I'm looking for us dug in around the town of Tombow, west of Bravo. We've already repelled one counterattack with another incoming. Recon has buzzed on 1 times D55 from the north. You need help with the armor, Ranger 1? Aye, throw me a Gunman 2-1. Type 2 control is in effect. Stand by for 9 line. Ready for 9 line. 1, Sector 3, Charlie. 2, 280. 3, 4 miles. 4, 50. 5, 1 times T55 tank. 6, road northwest from Bravo. 7, no mark. 8, northwest edge of Tomban. 9, egress 270. 50, road northwest from Bravo, friendliest Tomban. Read back correct. Attack from IP, then call tally on target. Expect clearance on final. Recommend AGM 65. Gunman 2-1. Gunman 2-2, I'll press the attack. You fly cover and spot for me.
2-2 copies, I'm on lookout.
So it takes me a little while to locate the target. It was a lot further north than I was expecting. I'm not great at estimating distances in general. But do eventually see the tank here on this little road between the two towns, and so press space to request permission to engage.
Gunman 2-1, tally target, wings level. Winter, say again, Winter. Your approach position was unsafe. Go around.
So after reminding myself exactly where the IP was, I reposition myself and then ask again to engage.
Command 2-1, tally target, wings level. You are cleared, hot.
Decide on this one to go for the Laser Maverick, partially because I don't really need to do a standoff attack here. I can get nice and close, and I don't really want to mess around with the Maverick Seeker trying to find the target. So since I've already got the targeting pod lock, I just launch off the Laser Maverick, head in, and get a nice shack there. So that attack was a pretty good reminder that this particular campaign does expect you to follow the proper 9 line, including the IP position, so I just need to keep an eye on that in the future, and need to actually pay attention to the start of the 9 line instead of just the coordinate section. But now that I've recovered nicely, it's just a case of calling that in the successful attack.
Command 2-1 off target. Good kill, good kill. Thanks for the assist, Gunman 2-1. We can take it from here. Copy, Ranger 1. Gunman 2-1 out.
It's just a case of checking back in with Whiplash.
Whiplash, Gunman 2-1. Tasking complete. Copy that, Gunman 2-1. Gunman 2-1, wait 1.
And getting our next set of orders.
Gunman 2-1, forces at Tomban are reporting incoming artillery. Get yourself clear of the area. Reposition and hold in Sector 2 whilst we pin down source of fire.
Whiplash, Gunman 2-2, I think yourself Lash is approximately 3 miles northwest of 3 Bravo.
Copy your last, Gunman 2-2. We'll reposition the Reaper and take a look. Continue to hold and wait further instructions. Gunman 2-1, you task in. Proceed to Sector 3, C2 and destroy the artillery there. There are no friendly forces within this area. Side 3 control has been granted and you are clear to engage. Target location is 40 Romeo Charlie Quebec 83865
So for this one we've got the actual location, so I put that into the CDU there so I can get it as a waypoint. I have made a bit of a mistake with this, that I've accidentally overwritten the initial position with the targeting pod, which does then confuse me when I'm looking for it in the waypoint, but do manage to put it in, and in the end do get eyes on the target. So here I get good eyes on the target, I spot the artillery firing, so positive ID on the section, so roll in, decide that cluster bombs are the best use here. Do make another mistake though, that I got the CBU 97 confused with the WICMID, so this is a dumbfire cluster bomb, it just has anti-tank warheads in it. And I treat it as if it has some kind of GPS sensor. By the way, dive in, get a pretty good drop, and then pull away. And as I turn around I see that my shot has fallen a little bit further than I wanted it to. Again, I was expecting it to be one of the WICMID corrupted bombs, but it's not, so it was dumbfire. But still actually did a fair bit of damage. Took out a lot of the supporting units, including a man-pad with that in the BDA at the end of the battle. But there is still artillery up, and I decide just to hand this off to my wingman so that I don't use up all of my munition on this group.
Copy, Gunman 2-2, engaging artillery, Sector 3, C2.
Now, it does take my wingman a little bit of time to position himself, but then he does come around, seems to drop a laser-guided bomb, and the laser-guided bomb hits exactly where it needs to. Target's destroyed.
Whiplash, Gunman 2-1, artillery is out of action. Good work, Gunman 2-1. I'm sure the guys at Bravo will send their thanks. Gunman 2-1, there's still plenty of work for you. Are you good for a while longer?
So this point still got plenty of fuel, plenty of munitions, so absolutely still ready to stay in the area and linger.
Affirmative Whiplash, I have fuel and weapons. Where do you need us? Gunman 2-1, we're going to need some support over Qehsm City. The Marines are bogged down in some tough fighting over there. But first I need you to clear the area. We've got a B1 strike inbound. Proceed to Sector 3, A2, Angels 15, and follow the coastline east. Contact me once you're over Qehsm City.
Steve, looks like there's a big battle going on below. I see amphibs coming ashore and an advance towards that plateau. Looks like there's an artillery battery up there. You think we should help?
Negative, Mono. They'll ask if they need us. Let's make sure we keep out of the way of any stray rounds.
While heading over this battle, I do get a lot of missile warnings, but I think those are ground-to-ground missiles that it is detecting, various ATGMs that are being fired back and forth across the front line, because there is a really quite large marine landing going on here, which is quite impressive to see, quite different from what I've seen in most modern campaigns.
Whiplash, this is Big Juice 6. We're about 30 seconds out. Can you head down and be back? This is gonna be a big one.
Steve, B1 coming in from the southwest. Looks like he's in on that artillery.
So I do try and get a view of this as we're heading over. Unfortunately, I enter a cloud bank just at the wrong time, and so only catch the tail end of the bomb dropping. And so call it in anyway, we are ready for our tasking.
Whiplash, Gunman 2-1 is on station. Gunman 2-1, pushed Marine JTAC, Trident 2-1, 50.5. Trident 2, 50.5, Gunman 2-1. Trident 2, Gunman 2-1, Trident 2, Gunman 2-1, on station 2 times A-10, ready to assist. Good to see you, Gunman 2-1, sit rep. Our Marines are taking Charlie, we logged down Wall Street and have 2 columns moving through the city towards Bravo. One column is moving towards Sunset North on to Rodeo North. Our column is running a heavy resistance with engaged a strong enemy position across the open ground running along the east of Sunset South. We're gonna need you to drop a building that's employing heavy weapons and rocket fire on our position. Trident 2, are we sure the building is clear of civilians? We've looked as close as we can, we see no sign of civilians. We're taking fire from every window on that building, MBTROE. Okay, copy that, Trident 2. What's around the building? What's the risk of collateral? There's a couple of the buildings around it, but we're taking small arms fire from them as well. Whole blocks crawling with enemy. Dropping green smoke in our position. Type 1 control is in effect. Stand by for 9-line. Ready for 9-line. 1, Sector 5, intersection in grid A3. 2, heading 127. 3, 3.5 miles. 4, 75. 5, building, 2 chimneys on roof, destroyed Burnham in front, trucks at rear. 6, 40 Romeo, Delta, Quebec, 27751, 80362. 7, no mark. 8, west of Sunset South. 9, egress 180. Elevation 75, Boise Romeo, Delta Quebec 27751, 80362. Friendlies west of Sunset South, green smoke. Read that correct. Attack from IP, then call tally on target. Expect clearance on final. Recommend GPU 12. Command 2-2, I'll press the attack. You fly cover and spot for me.
2-2 copies, I'm on lookout.
So I do take my time verifying that I have got the right coordinates, because I can't see the double chimney that was mentioned. I think it's just a little texture on the roof that doesn't really come out in the IR mode. But as I get around to the side of the building, can see the destroyed BMP in front, can see the trucks in the back, so I'm happy this is the building. So it's just a case of getting to the right IP and getting ready to run in.
Gunman 2-1, tally target, wings level. Gunman 2-1, clear at heart.
So here I roll in from the IP, which is over on the northwest side of the target area. Not the greatest drop, but this is a laser guided bomb, so if I lay straight away this will be more than close enough. Just a matter of making sure the TGP remains on the building. Don't want to blow up the wrong thing considering we're dropping a bomb into a civilian city here. But managed to keep the TGP on the target the whole way and to get a really nice view as the bomb comes in and shack target.
Gunman 2-1 off target. Good hit, enemy position is hit. Great flying, guys. Thanks for the assist, we can take it from here. Trident 2 signing off. Whiplash, Gunman 2-1, tasking complete. Time for us to depart. Copy, Gunman 2-1, you are clear to leave. Whiplash out.
And we just have a leisurely return to base as the sun is setting. Just some last little bit of voiced conversation back and forth.
All of action back there today, Steve.
Yeah, I've not seen anything on that scale before. Looks like we'll have Qeshm scaled before long.
Yeah, I reckon so. You think the people of Qeshm have been waiting for us to come save them?
Warning, autopilot.
Or will they be rising up against us instead?
I really don't know. Perhaps both.
Yeah, it'll probably be complicated.
So what do you reckon's next? Think we go over the mainland?
Probably. Qeshm's a stepping stone towards Bandar Abbas. There's a naval facility there, and the airfield will have a Darrier as well.
Bandar will be interesting. There was a lot of flak over there yesterday.
Yeah, I heard. I see Warthogs on the Tad outbound from El Minhad. Must be Gunman 4. I'm gonna check in. Gunman 2-2 to Gunman 4. Better get a move on there, won't be anything left for you at this rate.
Is that you, Mono? How was it over there?
Busy. Watch the airspace when you get over. There's more cast support up there than we can use. Stacking us up over 14,000 feet. It's intense on the ground, though.
We winning?
Yeah, looks under control. 82nd are taking the airfield and the Marines are well into Qehsm City. We'll probably be all wrapped up by the time you'll get there.
Yeah, flying in there as the last orange is disappearing from the sky. Nice landing. I do like landing at night. I don't particularly like flying or taking off at night, but landing at night's always nice and fun and pretty. And so yeah, that was a really, really fun mission. I really enjoyed that. I like the kind of CAS idea of just being called in for these random targets as they appeared. Really, really fun A-10 gameplay there. And yeah, really good mix of missile targets, static targets, and then high accuracy targets at the end. Managed to make everything. Did have to call my wingman in at one point. Probably could have got away with using my munitions, but was just a little bit nervous after last time when I ran out of munitions. So I thought I may as well get my wingman to do something. Yeah, very much enjoyed that, and I hope all of you did, and hope to catch you in the next video. Until then, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.